Sound test mic, sound check, sound test mic. Hello, guys, and welcome again to another edition of Learning with Rich. So, for today's topic, we will be having a review regarding on how to use design option in your project. All right, so let's say, for example, you want to have multiple options on your model. Like in this example, as you can see, my 3D model here, the house doesn't have the roof. All right, so let's say, for example, I want to have two options for the roof. So take note that design option can be used on other elements as well, not only on the roofs. Okay, you can also use it on your stairs, on the roof, on your door, on your wall, all right? So any other elements, all right? So the reason why you're using design option, it's if you want to explore more options on your design, all right? So as you can see from the manage tab here, you can see there the design options. So it creates and manages design option sets and individual design options for the project. So use the design options to explore alternative designs. So each design option set contains one primary option and one or more secondary options. All right, so I'll be showing you these options to you guys. So let's get started. All right. So the first thing that we will be doing is I'm going to, of course, select design options here. Okay. Right. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is no other option here but to create an option set. So I'm going to select the new option because let's say, for example, I want to have two options for my roof. Okay. So I'm going to select the new here. So as you can see, it creates an option set and an option here. So I have the option one, which is the primary, and then I have here option set number one. So what I'm going to do, just to make it clear on what am I going to do for this exercise, I'm going to go ahead and select the option set number one here, and then I'm going to rename it. All right, so since I'm working on the roof, so I'm just going to change this to roofs. All right, so that will be the name of my option set. So I'm going to select OK, or let's say I'll just call it roofs. Right, so that's my option set. So the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to select option one primary. So instead of just calling it option one, I'm going to rename that, and then I'm going to go ahead and call that uh, roof one. All right, roof one. Okay, so that's my roof one, and I need to create another option. Otherwise, uh, if I'm going to just select only one option here, then no need for me to use design option, right? So we need to have multiple option here. So I'm going to select here new, and then I'm going to select that and then change it to, let's say I'll call this roof 2. Okay. And then I'm going to select here, okay. So I now have two options for my roofs. So I have roof 1 option and then roof 2 option. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do now is we are now going to work on our first option, which is the roof number 1. So to work on our first option, so what we will be doing is select the option that you want to work on, and then from the edit, you can see there edit selected. So I'll be selecting edit selected, and then you will notice this will becomes highlighted. So the next thing that you need to do now is to close this dialog box so that you can start to work on the first option. So I'm going to select close. And then after that, since I'm going to do the roof here, so I need to go to the highest level, which is my uh, level 2. Okay, so I'll be selecting level 2. And then after that, the next thing that I'm going to do is let's create roof. So I go to the architecture. So there's the roof here. So I'm going to select the roof by footprint. Okay, and then I'm now going to hover my pointer to one of the edge of the wall. As you can see, there's the preview of the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press tab to highlight all the sides of the wall, all the connection. of the wall. So I'm going to press tab. As you can see, it highlights the connection for my wall. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click now. Okay. I'm going to click to create the boundary of the roof, the footprint. Then I'm going to select here modify. So next is I'm going to select these two walls, left and right, by holding control to select both. And then while holding control, I'm going to select the southern line here. So I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to remove the slope here. So I'm going to uncheck that. That's it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use this reference plane here as my guide to my split element tool. So I'm going to split somewhere here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, and then I'm going to click here just like that, and then modify, and then I'm going to select now this line here. Now I want to apply slope on that particular line. So I'm going to check this. As you can see, there's now the slope icon. Then after that, I'm going to select now check to finish. So this is now my first option. Okay, so that's now my first option. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open my 3D view, which is this one, double click, and then I'm going to rename this one. Okay, so let's say this is my 3D roof number 1. All right, and then I'm going to duplicate this, right click, duplicate, and then I'm going to call this 3D roof number 2. Now for this 3D roof number 2 view, I'm going to open the visibility graphic overrides, and then I'm going to select design options here. Design options tab will only appear if you have design options on your project. Okay, if you don't have design option on your project, you will not be able to see this tab. Right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to click this drop down arrow. Okay, I'm going to set that to my roof number 2 so that this 3D view will show the roof of my roof number 2 option. So I'm going to select here OK. Right, because my roof number 1 here, automatically it shows the roof number 1 option. Alright, so that's for my roof number 1. So the next thing that I'm going to do is, after you create the roof, so you need to go now to your Manage tab, and then go back to your design options, and then don't forget to select Finish Editing after you modify the option or create the design option number 1 or whatever design option is that. So don't forget to select Finish Editing. Just click that. There you go. So after you're finished with your option number 1, so we are now going to work on option number 2. So I'm going to select roof number 2. All right. And then after that, I'm going to again select edit selected. So don't forget that. Okay. Don't forget that. Okay. Select and then close it. Close. Now the next thing that we are going to do, let us now work on our option number 2. So this time around, I'm going to create another style of the roof. So architecture, roof by footprint again. And then this time, I'm going to select this side here. This side, and then this side here, then this side. All right. And then I'm going to use the trim extend to corner to close the footprint, because the footprint of your roof, make sure it's close, no intersection, and no overlapping. All right, so that's the rule of creating your roof. Now, after that, I'm going to select now modify, and then I'm going to select these two lines here. I'm going to hold control to select the other lines. Okay, control select. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove also the defines slope here. All right, so there you go. So there's no slope on this side. So I'm now going to select here finish edit mode. There you go. So this is now the style of the roof. So in my 3D roof number 2, this is how it looks like. But it's not yet finished. I want to insert here the railing family that I have created. So I'm going to select level 1. And then this is the family, the columns and railings group that I have created. So I'm going to drag this inside and then I'm going to snap it here. Okay, there you go. And then select here modify. And then going back to my 3D roof number 2, this is how it looks like. So this is now how the roof number 2 looks like. All right, now, after that, the next thing that I'm going to do now is, again, same procedure, go to the Manage tab, Design Options, and then don't forget to select Finish Editing. Okay, and then select here Close. Now, as you can see on our roof number 2 and roof number 1, these walls here are not extended yet to our roof, right? To our roof. Okay? But before we extend this roof to our roof, we need to add these roofs to our design option. Okay? We cannot just simply select that and then select attach top base and then select the roof. Okay? You see that that cannot be done, all right? So you need to add these walls to your roof. For you to be able to do that, so what you can do is you go to the manage and then from the select first the wall, sorry. So select first the wall. So I hover my pointer to one of the wall and then I'm going to press tab. So once you see it highlights the wall, just click that. There you go. So once you select the walls, so you go to the manage tab and then there's an option here, add to set. Okay, so click add to set and then make sure you select both roof number 1 and then hold control again, then click roof number 2. Okay, just making sure both are selected. So just make sure this is both checked, all right? And then just select your OK. Now that these walls are added to our walls, so what we're going to do is, let's go back again to our design option. So this is my roof number 2 option. So I'm going to select roof number 2 and then I'm going to select edit selected and then I'm going to select again close, right? Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do now is let's add the let us attach the walls to the roof. So hover the pointer, press tab and then click the walls and then attach top base, just click that one and then you click the roof. There you go, it's now added and it's now attached to the roof without any error. Okay, again, after you modify or edit or work on your option, design option, and then once you're done, design option, you go back there and then finish editing. And then let's go now to our roof number 1 to work on the walls. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this, edit selected, and then close. And then let's open our 3D roof number 1. All right, again, let's hover our pointer to one of the wall, press tab, and then you click. And then after that, attach top base, and then you click the roof. There you go. It's now attached nicely. All right. So we now have the roof number 1 and roof number 2. Okay. So I'm going to select view now, and then I'm going to select tile views. There you go. So don't forget to select manage again, design option, and don't forget to finish editing and then close. There you go. So you just created now the two options for your roof. Okay, for example, you also have another style for your stair. So you can again use your design option there. Okay, so hope you learned something from this video from Learning with Rich, Autodesk Learning 101. So if you have any questions, comments, or suggestion, please put it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like icon, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.